How's everybody doing? How you feeling? What's going on? Hopefully everybody's keeping it smooth in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. We are live, baby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I am your boy, Keep It Smooth. And this is Smooth Morning with Keep It Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Now, for those who don't know, who haven't been able to pay attention, haven't been able to keep up, or wasn't around for yesterday's show, today's show, this show is all about helping you start your day off the right way. You know what I'm saying? Every single day that we are blessed to wake up, we have to remember and appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Every morning starts off in a smooth way because we all know the definition of smooth means without problem or difficulty. You know what I'm saying? So once you've woken up, there's no problems. You're breathing good. You know what I'm saying? You're stretching your limbs. You know what I'm saying? You're in the land of the living. So it already kicked off without problem and or difficulty. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we in this thing. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to help keep that vibe going, keep that feeling going, keep that mood going. You know what I'm saying? Keep that momentum going. You did. Now make sure as you're coming in, you comment where you're tuning in from, whether you're watching it live with me right now or you're watching it on the playback. You know what I'm saying? Still take the time to comment in real time while it's real time to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to respond to the comments, whether I'm here watching it live or I'm jumping back on because I see you commenting. Make sure you hit that like button. Excuse me. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching from YouTube and you haven't had a chance to do it yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pop that thing. Then click up one time and hit that notification all button. That way you can stay in tune and know every time I go live, you can jump right on in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching from Facebook and YouTube, you have the ability to join in on the show. If you're watching from YouTube, though, it's going to be a little delay. You know what I mean? But if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, the ability to join in the show is found in the link in the description of the show. You know what I'm saying? For my people that's watching on Twitch, welcome. Welcome to Smooth World. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's been following on Facebook and YouTube already knows that you never know when the podcast going to pop up, when the show going to pop up, when I'm going to do something live. But you know, whenever I do it, we're going to be in this thing. We're going to rock out. We're going to have us some fun. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about some stuff, all types of things, because there's definitely been some stuff brought up that need to be addressed. Like, Jesus Christ. And for those watching live or those watching on the playback, you know what I'm saying? Comment questions that you have that you would like answered in a smooth way. You know what I'm saying? If you was going to ask Keep It Smooth for some advice, what would it be? You know what I'm saying? What would you ask and what would you like answered from a smooth perspective? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing my part. I can't ask y'all to share and I'm not going to share myself. You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure that we keeping this thing pumping and jumping, rocking and a rolling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to jump in this thing, hit this young share button for the one time. Definitely appreciate everybody that's coming in, everybody's tuning in. We got some stuff to talk about today, y'all, because your boy done noticed some stuff. I did a little bit of homework on some subjects to talk about today. Oh, yeah. And, man, found some things that I want to talk about personally because of my passion on the subject. But then I ran across some other things that it was like, dude, we gotta talk about this stuff here now. We can't let this stuff go because some things need to be addressed the moment they come to your understanding. You know what I'm saying? And for those looking for a greater understanding on how to keep up with Keep It Smooth, just follow the Linktree link. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Follow the Linktree link. You'll be able to keep up with every single tab that has something to do with your boy. From Patreon to YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all over, IG, everything. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere you go and you type in Keep It Smooth, spoken word, your boy gonna pop up, you dig? So make sure you slide over there if you want to know anything else on that subject. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit the Cash App. Make sure you hit the paper. I'm trying to bring more content. I would love to bring more content. I would really love to do this full time, and I'm speaking it into existence as Shay. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely speaking that into existence. But to help out with that process, donate, hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a game system in here so I can be streaming me playing the game live. I'm trying to build this platform up, get me a green screen behind me. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a process. And, you know what I'm saying? Working around my already work schedule. You know what I mean? I got to bring it this early in the morning. Bringing this early in the morning helps me help y'all have a smooth day. And hopefully it's something said along the way that you can carry with you, you know what I'm saying, and drop off on somebody else. You know what I mean? You never know. When the gem you carry it wasn't even meant for you, it was meant for somebody else, but you both was able to appreciate it for a time. Bam, that's another gem for you. Man, we're gonna stop playing around. We're gonna get off into this thing. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm gonna hit this share button. And I got back to talking like I ain't just said I'm gonna hit this share button. You know what I mean? Pretty soon I'm gonna start getting watch parties set up with this thing. Share to your story. Skadoosh. Yeah, we in this thing. We live, baby. Yeah. Yeah, we off in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate everybody for stopping by. Definitely appreciate everybody that's coming through, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on the rewatch. You know what I'm saying? Every single view is appreciated. Whether you watch it for a minute, you watch it for a spell, or you didn't watch it all, you just scroll past it. I still appreciate that too. You know what I'm saying? Bang. Share it a couple more times. Getting everybody situated. Hopefully you got something to drink with you to help keep you, you know what I'm saying, lubricated, help get your day started. You know what I mean? I'm actually helping you all start your day while I take my day out. You know what I'm saying? For me, I just got off work and I worked at 12. So, and I got to drive 45 minutes to get there. So it's like an hour and a half on the road alone, not counting the time that I actually spend at the job. So yeah, you know, your boy, we going through a thing, you know what I'm saying? But I miss this. I miss being able to share, you know what I'm saying? This is the most opportune time for me to be able to get in here and do my thing. And I'm glad that I'm able to help you start your day as I take my day out, because I'm still my most energetic before I go to bed, you know? And I'm definitely going to black out. All the crash is going to be uber real, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be earned. You know what I'm saying? I've been spent a little hour with y'all rocking out, talking jazz. You know what I'm saying? I'm still feeling my energy pill. I got my energy drink, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be the whole hour today. And as I share this thing, I want y'all to comment, man, where y'all tuning in from, how you feeling, what's on your mind, what plans you got for the day, you know what I'm saying? Do you got a smooth question? Because we're going to get off into these questions I got. Jesus Christ. It's some folks going through some things, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna help smooth some stuff out, you dig? And your boy gonna be a life coach pretty soon, you know what I'm saying? Certified, not just something I'm throwing on my resume, not just something I'm saying I'm doing. No, we're finna get certified as a life coach. You know what I mean? We finna help people smooth this world out. You know what I mean? The more people we got thinking in a more smoother aspect, you know what I'm saying? In the way that's symbolic of avoiding problems and difficulty. You just want a smooth day. You just want to enjoy your time. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be stressed out. The day gonna bring enough stress. You don't need to carry stress. You're gonna have to deal with stress as you go throughout the day. And that's why we're here. We're here to help smooth things out and help you have a smooth day. You dig? As you're tuning in, make sure you comment where you're tuning in from. Make sure you share this thing. You hit that like button. I'm gonna do one more share, and I'm gonna get off into this thing because I got some stuff on my heart, y'all. It's some stuff I want to talk about. Let's see. One more group. I'm gonna share this thing to. We are the world. I like the way that sounded, so I'm just gonna go with that. All right, bam. And now you all have my undivided attention. Okay. So first I'm gonna get off into the lighter, you know what I'm saying, the lighter subject. And I was talking about the Bears yesterday. Shout out to the young man, Justin Fields. Bro, I'm going to come check out the training camp on the simple strength of I see change. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of change, I'm noticing my boys ain't the only one that did some change. That's doing some changing. You know what I'm saying? It's some rough waters in the NFC North, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who are fans of football, you know, the NFC North, every division in the NFL is made up of 4 teams. You know what I'm saying? And the NFC North, which carries the Chicago Bears, shout out, you know what I'm saying? Is the Bears, the Lions, the Vikings, and them damn Packers. Now, I say them damn Packers with such passion and conviction, right? Simply because as a diehard Bears fan, you're supposed to. That's the first rule of being a diehard Bears fan is you don't rock with the Packers. You know what I'm saying? The rivalry must be respected. Now, I respect the Packers because they've always been a top tier team. You know what I'm saying? For as long as the Bears have been contending, the Packers been contending. You know what I'm saying? Our rivalry is strong because the record between the two teams is pretty close. I think within the last 4 or 5 years, they done, you know what I'm saying, took it over to their side a little bit because it's been a rough spell. You know what I mean? The young man Rodgers is somebody you can't argue with. This dude is a phenomenal quarterback. This dude is a force you can't help but reckon with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give Rodgers his just dues, man. The dude is the dude. You know what I'm saying? He's proven time and time again, no matter what position you put him in, no matter what pocket you put him in, the man is gonna shine. The man is gonna step his game up. He's gonna find a way to come through in the clutch. He was like the NFC's version of Tom Brady before Brady crossed over to the Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, I really only hate him because of the colors he wears. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the fact the man was wearing green and yellow, I could respect this cat. You know what I'm saying? But Rodgers, you know, Bear fans, we know you can't be a Bears fan. You can't honor the rivalry and respect anybody that puts on green and yellow colors. You know what I'm saying? But the boy Rodgers is going through a thing over there in the camp. You know what I'm saying? 16 years in, and now all of a sudden, the man. Hold on, y'all, 'cause I think I left the water on when I went and washed my hair a little bit. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Left the water on. A little slow leak. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I got OCD, but it was getting annoying. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to ignore it as best I could, but it was like that sound, that running sound. Anyway, we're talking about Rodgers. We're talking about the biggest problem the Bears have had in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? We have lost championship titles. We have lost any chances for playoff contention on multiple times because we just couldn't stop this dude. You know what I'm saying? Rodgers. Teams were nervous about playing the Bears, right? Because of the defense. Teams was nervous about playing the Packers because Rodgers controlled that offense. And now there's trouble in paradise. And when we want to ride this wave, you know what I'm saying, the Bears is, you know what I'm saying, we changing up the camp, you know what I'm saying, we adding new stuff into the mix, you know what I mean? It seems like our competition is as well. And that can be troublesome, you know what I'm saying? That can be troublesome like a 2-year-old in a candy store. Like, you don't really know what's about to take place. You just know we're about to walk in this thing and hopefully we're going to walk out unscathed. You know what I'm saying? That boy Jordan Love didn't look bad from the highlights that I saw, the little stuff that I could see, you know what I'm saying? I know we put in the bid to get Fields, to jump up and get Fields as high as we did, you know what I'm saying? And now it looks like the Pack is finna transition their offense into a new leader as well. Because Rodgers having problems with the front office, not showing up to any meetings. If they said if he don't show up to the meeting they got on June 8th, he's like the NFL's version of AWOL. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably, I don't know if he gonna owe some money, you know what I mean, but he gonna be showing that he done. He ain't showed up to no pre-workouts, no Zoom meetings, no none of that, you know what I'm saying? Because of his frustrations. And he's spoken out on it on ESPN Sports Center, you know what I'm saying? You can go back and check the YouTube clips. But the man is fed up. You know what I'm saying? The man is definitely fed up. And I want to believe that with him letting go of the helm and passing the torch to somebody else, we're going to be good. Truthfully speaking, we could go through the same exact thing we just went through because we didn't know what we was expecting with Rodgers. We didn't expect him to come out the gates storming like he did when he took over for Favre. And now Love finna take over for Rodgers. Man, this thing finna get nasty, y'all. This thing finna get nasty. I'm curious to see how this thing gonna play out. Something else I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out is this new age, this new wave of parenting. You know what I'm saying? This new generation is bringing up the children. I ain't scared to talk about it. We're going to talk about this thing. I come from an era where I remember being in school when teachers could still whoop your butt. For the record, it cut off at first grade. You know what I'm saying? Comment if you remember, if you was in school back when it was possible to still get whooped by a teacher. Your parents had to, you know what I'm saying, sign off on it, but teacher could discipline you, right? And then we took that away from them. And we took church out of schools. And now kids are Zooming. You know what I'm saying? when you take away the disciplinary tactics that can be used for whatever reason, disagreements, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you didn't grow up like that. You feel like there's a better way, there's another way, there's a different way. Let's talk about that then. Friend of mine, young lad, you know what I'm saying, was telling me that where he's from, which ain't in the Midwest, ain't right here in KK, you know what I'm saying? We don't do this stuff here. My man said if he was in the car screaming, yelling, fussing, you know what I'm saying, causing a commotion, trying to get some attention the wrong way from his parents, that they would pull over the vehicle, take their seatbelt off, get out the vehicle, take his seatbelt off, pull him out the vehicle, and set him on the curb. And then get in the car and it's like smoke a cigarette. Just leave him sitting there for a minute. And then look at him like, hey, you done? And then they get in the car and then they'll drive off. Now, I don't know about y'all. Now comment if you've ever heard of this method, this scare tactic, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Comment if you ever heard about this. Comment where you're tuning in from, because I want to see if this is a regional thing. I want to see if this is like a cultural thing. I want to see if maybe I missed something. I remember belts. I remember switches. I remember squats. I remember washing walls and every dish in the cupboard. Not once did I ever. I remember getting beat in the car while the car was moving. I remember getting beat while the car was on. All he had to do was take the seatbelt off and turn around. You good. If he had to get out that seat to come around to the back, he was going to whoop you where you at in the back. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no get out and lead a kid. Ain't no leave them sitting there and then pull off, or leave them sitting there and smoke a squat. You know how many risks you run with putting a kid on the side of the curb and then getting back in the car and talking to them through the window like it's a drive-through or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they a crackhead. Hey, you good? You straight? All right, you can get back in now. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Somebody got to talk to me. Somebody got to tell me if they've ever heard of this tactic. If you've ever been somewhere where you saw somebody get out of a car, take a child out of the car, place them on the curb next to the car, and then get back in the car and wait for the child to shut up. I feel like that's reckless endangerment. I might be alone. I might be the only one that feels like this is going to cause complexes. You know what I'm saying? This is going to cause separation anxiety. This is going to cause, a lot of influx of random emotions. You just put me out the whip like you don't give two shits about me. You know what I'm saying? Like you would literally leave me here if I said, no, I'm not done. Like, all right, well, I got dinner, so I'll be back if you're still here. Otherwise, good luck. Good the fuck. Come on, man. Come on, man. You cannot get me to believe this is what these new age, this new wave, these young bucks, this is what they doing to these kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, I heard it was a down south thing. Now, if you're watching from down south, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I got people in Texas, Nevada, Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? I got some peoples across the spectrum down south. I don't understand for the life of me why you would go through all of that to scare a kid, and then you put them back in the car. What happens if they do it again? This time you take them out and then you hit a block. Come on, man. Come on. Somebody's got to talk to me. Have you ever seen somebody take a kid they was struggling with in the vehicle, out of the vehicle, leave them on the side of the road, and get back in the car? Now, allegedly, they didn't leave the child. The child don't get left. The child gets scared like they would leave. But they don't leave the child. They just talk to the child through the window. Like, hey, you good? You done? You got that figured out? I'm not finna deal with that. That cannot be what's viewed as okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's gonna cause complexes. I know whoopings cause complexes. You know what I'm saying? Whoopings, getting your butt whipped the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might cause some mental scarring down the line. But you know what's funny about getting your butt whooped? I can't say I remember all the whoopings because I got a whole heap. Look, man, that's how you learn how to keep it smooth. You gotta go through the fire. I remember a lot of my whoopings, a lot of the major ones. And after a certain point, I remember going back to my father and being like, Dad, I thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to discipline me, to show me right from wrong. Because I got out here in these streets and seen a lot of folks who could not tell the difference between right and wrong. You know what I mean? Like, fam, how do you not know you're supposed to do? How can you go through life thinking you only have to be accountable when you're caught? Like, fam, you know how many risks you run taking a chance on getting caught for some crap you know you ain't got no business doing in the first place? Not enough ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? Now, flip it. Now let's talk about this leaving kids thing. I'm curious because I'm gonna ask tomorrow. I'm curious, like when they put you on the side of the road and got back in the car, and then you had time to think about it. Did you ever get to go around and come back to them and be like, you know what? I thank you for what you did. I appreciate you making me sit outside the car and think about what I did. You know what I'm saying? I know it took longer for us to get home because you had to put me out the car. You know what I'm saying? I know it probably slowed down dinner or whatever plans we had coming up next. But I appreciate you giving me that quiet time to think. I'm trying to hold it together, but I can't for the life of me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to help the young buck. You know what I'm saying? If you got any advice for young, fresh parents, you know what I'm saying? My man said, want to become famous, buy followers. Hey, I dig it, big dog. I appreciate you tuning in from the Twitch. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got the Twitch popping, and I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. You know what I'm saying? But man, what can we do to help keep people from getting complexes? You know what I'm saying? Now, I got some tricks. I believe squats work. You know what I'm saying? You know how you do squats in the gym with the barbells on you? Imagine if you just had your arms at the side, no weights. You just had to go up and down constantly. Like down. Then you go down and come up. And as fast as you went down and came up, you keep doing that over and over and over again. You don't count how many you did. You just do it for a time frame. You'll get frustrated if you actually count, because then you count and then you're trying to count like doing to the second, but then you don't know how long you're gonna be up there. So then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah. You don't want to be doing one squat per second. Trust me, because if you're up there for a half hour, there's a lot of seconds to count. You know what I mean? These days, my advice to people would be actually take the time to get to know your kid. Find out what their learning style is and find out what things they actually matter to them. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, whoopers didn't matter to some folks. You know what I'm saying? That was just the punishment you paid for the crime you made. You know what I'm saying? Once it was over with, you went back to doing what you wanted to do. A lot of times, folks went right back to doing what got them the whooping in the first place. You know what I'm saying? These days, it's different. It's a lot of technology-based and stuff going on. Everything is based on technology, whether it's the education, entertainment, you know what I'm saying, communications. For the most part, everybody has some form of social media, some video game, something they're doing that requires some form of electricity and electronics. If you utilize taking that away instead of trying to get physical with the child, but don't just take it away, explain to the child, make sure the kid understands they're wrong and they're doing this as a punishment. You know what I'm saying? Don't just, like back in the day, we used to just get, hey, if you did something wrong, what's understood don't need to be explained. I shouldn't have to break this down for you. You know what you did. You know you messed up. You know why you're in trouble. So why is we wasting breath? Why is we talking about this thing? You know what I'm saying? We finna get off into this, and I'm finna go ahead and rectify the situation real fast. But these days, between Johnny Law, between CPS, you know what I'm saying? You can't just go around whooping kids. You know what I'm saying? I got light-skinned kids, so I definitely can't just go around whooping them whenever I feel like it. You're only supposed to discipline when it's time to discipline. You're only supposed to use the rod. You know what I'm saying? You're only supposed to show some form of disciplinary act when they've actually cut up. And then you can point it out in that moment. Righteously get them to understand, you know what I'm saying? And then go from there. You know what I'm saying? Take the phone away, take the TV away, take the laptop away, the Chromebook away, unless they're doing homework. And then you got to monitor, gotta be like vigilant. You got to be on them. Because you turn your back for anything longer than 10 minutes, and I promise you, you're going to find out they was just on YouTube. Huh? It was a part of my homework. Yeah, it was a part of my homework. Face ass. Oh, man. But, man, we got some stuff coming up. I can't wait to rap with y'all about. Because I'm not on TikTok. I took a break from TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And I found an app that allows me to create compilation videos or edit videos quite similar to how TikTok does. You know what I'm saying? Now, the sweet part about it is that I don't have to worry about time limits. I don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, being held up because a sound is copywritten. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to deal with that later on when it comes down to where I post, because if I try to post on YouTube, I don't have the copyrights, they're going to take it down, they're going to flag it or whatever. But Facebook, a lot of times don't give me that. And if you tag it the right way, like I don't own the rights to this, then you should be good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to work on some other stuff that I can incorporate, you know what I mean? Longer videos, because I like doing the TikTok stuff. And I got some parody videos. When I tell y'all, I got some parody videos that I'm gonna put out, but everything that I do through the other app, I'm only gonna put out on the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that way. I don't have to worry about rights or you know what I'm saying, flags and stuff like that. On the Patreon, which anybody can subscribe to the Patreon. It starts as low as $5. You know what I'm saying? I already have content on there from videos to bonus interviews. The Patreon is where I'm going to start unleashing a lot more content. You know what I'm saying? Videos of me doing dad jokes that I've originally written. You know what I'm saying? Jokes that I've been told, you know what I'm saying? Epiphanies that I've had. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff in the works, you know what I mean? But we're going to jump off into these something smooth questions because I want to help my people. You know what I'm saying? And if you're viewing, if you're rocking out with me, if you're enjoying what you're viewing, hit that like button. If you're on Twitch, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can stay in tune as well and know whenever stuff is going on. You know what I mean? If you're on the Facebook and YouTube, make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment where you're tuning in from so I can show you some love and show some appreciation for you being here and rocking out with your boy this morning. You know what I'm saying? I know I look tired. I know you probably look tired too. It's 6 a.m. here in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh off work and you getting ready to start your day, but we're trying to help you do it in a smooth way. You know what I'm saying? The first question is, what is with the double standard where women are considered hoes and men are considered cool for paraphrasing effects. You know what I'm saying? I believe personally the double standard on that specific subject is outdated. You know what I'm saying? If yeah, I believe anybody can be considered a hoe. Everybody has hoe tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is guilty of hoe activities. You know what I'm saying? You had hoes as some friends and hoes as enemies. But when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, how many partners you've had, you know what I'm saying, whether you got single digit body counts, double digit body counts, none of that stuff matters, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys that worry about stuff like that just want women that aren't as experienced so they can be the one that helps shows them so they can look like, you know what I'm saying, big stuff to their woman. You know what I'm saying? Guys who ain't worried about that, we know what we supposed to do. And you know the moves to use. You know how to go ahead and take care of business. Don't matter who was here before me, because guess what? I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to rock out like that. You know what I mean? Because if you can dig it, I can dig it, and we're going to dig it together. You know what I'm saying? The double standard, there's a double standard with men and women in almost every aspect of life. Some of them you can't beat. Some of them we just not going to get around. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are there naturally. Some of them are stereotypical or misogynistic that can be addressed, you know what I'm saying? And they all will be addressed one by one, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think in this situation with this subject matter that worrying about how many bodies a person has when it comes down to sexual encounters should be as big of a factor, you know what I'm saying? Have you been tested? When was the last time you were tested? You know what I mean? How often do you feel the need to get tested? That'd be a question you really want to ask. Like, how often do you feel the need? If a mother told me they feel like they got to get tested every week, every other week, that sounds like you got a job in the industry. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like that sounds like a lane I might have to get. You know what I'm saying? Hit it with the Robert De Niro. I don't think I can get attached to that. Anything I can get away from in 30 seconds when I see the face coming around the corner. Yeah. Ask them how often they get tested. You know what I'm saying? When was their last relationship? Worrying about how many bodies people got is a stressful activity. I promise you, it is a stressful activity. Yeah, don't get me wrong, of course, it's definitely a moral and religious factor. You know what I'm saying? Because faith goes, you know what I mean? You're supposed to stay pure till marriage. Morally, the lower your body count, trying to find the right way to word this, the lower your body count, the more the safer you are. Because what if you got a high body count, but you've always used protection? You know what I'm saying? I believe morally, you know what I'm saying, the lower your body count, the more accepted you are. You know what I'm saying? I believe that certain things we put stigmas on, given the new age we live in, and I understand the religious factors. I'm looking at the logistical standpoint, the statistical standpoint that we're from on this subject. Stressing about that will stressing about that has the potential to leave you lonely. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a cold journey out here trying to find somebody that's still pure. You know what I'm saying? And then real talk, truth is what you believe. Truth is what you're told and you accept. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can tell you what their number is, and it's whether or not you believe it. But the question is, are they being honest with you? There's no way for you to know. You know what I'm saying? And if they tell you the number is this, and then later on down the line, then more people start coming up like, wait a minute, babe, you told me you only had 2 partners. It's like the 5th dude you done told me about. That, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Well, babe, that really didn't count, because I was in college and we were experiencing. Nah. Look, I don't even want to stress about that. That's between you and God. That's something you got to answer for. That ain't something I got to answer for. I got to answer for my body count. You know what I'm saying? And I prayed and asked for forgiveness. I've retired and hung it up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not speaking from my point of view. Well, I'm speaking from my point of view, but I'm not speaking for me to gain anything. I'm trying to help, you know what I'm saying, others, in their walk and in their journey to go about things a little bit smoother. You know what I'm saying? I really need to talk to us fellas because I keep hearing these stories about how guys is approaching women these days. It's like, dude, I knew chivalry was going out the door around the late 2010, you know what I'm saying, 2008. I knew we was on the last leg of chivalry around then. But now it's like, man, dudes is just getting disrespectful with the way y'all approach women these days. I'm just glad I'm retired. I ain't got to worry about it. Oh, man, we're going to get into this next question, though. The next question, though, and this one I got to light a cigarette for. How do you deal with unruly stepchildren? Now, if you got a comment on how to deal with unruly stepchildren, throw that thing. My man said, the more sexual experience you have, the more stigmas you'll bring into your current relationship. Now, that's an interesting point. That's definitely an interesting point because, yeah, the more you know, then the more the question comes up, well, how did you learn this? Where did this come from? Where did you get that from? And now you leaving. If it's a guy asking his girl, well, where did you learn this from? Then she's got to tell him a story. And if she's going to be honest with him and tell him it was from a dude, now you're painting a picture in his head of somebody else doing this to you. Even if you did enjoy it, I'm not going to want to do it because there's a good chance you'll be thinking about somebody else when you do that. I like where your head's at on that one, bro. I personally look at it like gotta remember where I'm at. I'm trying to keep this thing with the ability to be monetized. I'll have to come over to the Patreon and do an episode, like a real talk episode. A Sir Smooth says, Keep It Smooth says this, but Sir Smooth gonna tell you, the alter ego come out and hit you with that gut punch. Knocks the wind out of you. I definitely agree that having more experience, having a higher body count, it does create stigmas. It can become a problem in the relationship. But it's not just for women, that's for men as well. You know what I mean? If every time you and your old lady go out, you gotta tell her, hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess up the vibe or nothing, but I know your friend is homie from back in the day. You're building this, then you're setting that in her head that you were this all over before y'all got together. And now it's that stigma of, is that going to come back out of you? I'm saying, are you really done? You know what I mean? If it's this easy for you to run into exes, what is it like when y'all are not together? You know what I mean? It's a lot of stigmas that can come with everything, though. You know what I mean? Not just with how many partners a person has or how much experience you have. Because experience could just be you watch a lot of videos and practice a lot. You know what I'm saying? But even then, that builds stigmas. Because, okay, well, are you an addict? Are you a nympho? Do we have something we need to worry about? Is this going to become a problem later? Are you insatiable to where you just can't get enough? Or is there a point for you? You know what I mean? But I think the more stress and thought we put on things that have the potential to become stigmas, the less of life we get to appreciate. We have to remember there's only so much we can control. And what we can control is really the actions and choices that we commit to. You know what I'm saying? Worrying or stressing over things in the past that can't be changed don't get us nowhere. It only keeps us sitting in the same pocket of stressing about this, worrying about that, and missing out on life, not getting the chance to really enjoy life because we spend so much time worrying. There's so much to life and so much we have the ability to enjoy. We just have to stop stressing things with negative connotations. You know what I'm saying? Stressing things with negative energies, with stressing things that you cannot change. If this is something from somebody's past, there's nothing you can do in the present except accept it. Try to understand it and move forward with the understanding you gained. You know what I'm saying? That's called wisdom. You know what I mean? But stressing about it or keeping it on the back of your mind because you're worrying when you're going to see it again, then you're going to speak it into existence and see it again because you kept thinking about it. You willed it into existence. The more you stress negativity, the more negativity you experience. The more you focus on negativity, the more negativity you find. So the sooner you stop stressing things that don't bring positivity, the sooner that's the only thing you're going to encounter is positivity. It's love. It's all I do, literally. If I'm not watching something with the wife, and usually when I watch something with the wife, it's a TV show or it's a movie. If I got control of the remote and I'm watching what I want to watch, something's going to make me laugh. Something's going to put me in a peaceful state of mind. I'm not trying to watch. I'm going to start doing reaction videos of me commenting on stuff that take place. You know what I'm saying? Or videos that get sent to me like, dude, you got to react to this video. I got you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start doing that because I already like watching reaction videos and I got ideas for reaction videos and I would have responded to some videos differently than others would have. But for the most part, what I pour into my system is to counterbalance the negativity that is constantly beating at my system. You know what I'm saying? It's constantly so much stuff going on in the world every day that has the ability to cause stress. If you already got to deal with it, why focus on things that bring more of it? I'm trying to focus on I'm trying to smile. I'm trying to see more smiles than frowns. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ethan Hawke on training day. But man, we got to get off into this next question because I got 3 questions. And the second question, do you focus as a young man with no responsibilities? Do you focus on getting your education or do you focus on working and getting money? Now, I love this question because I've asked myself this question time and time again. You know what I'm saying? I found myself contemplating these things a lot. Like, man, if I could find a way to get my education, I can get to more money. but I got to get the money to pay for the education so I can get to the more money. And the answer I get for you, the same answer I found. You got to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? Might be the fact I'm a Libra and I love using the word balance, but you got to find a way to balance everything. Find a way where you can go to school part-time while you work full-time. You know what I'm saying? Or find a way where you can keep your full-time job and keep the benefits. We know we all need them benefits. But keep your job full-time and then go to school when you're not at work, or schedule where you leave work at a certain time and then come back. Find ways, if your job won't work with you to where you can get the days off you need for school, find ways to put school around your job. Case in point, what I'm doing now. I was podcasting at night. I used to have a night out show. It went from 4 a.m. to 2 a.m. And then it went to 10 p.m, all because my work schedule kept changing. And now we're on episode 2 of Smooth Mornings with Keep It Smooth, the new pilot, the new podcast that I put right after I get off of work all over again. And it helps me end my day off. It helps y'all start y'all day. It helps me continue to do what I love doing, which I love podcasting. You know what I'm saying? I love being able to feed off y'all comments. I love when I have the guests on and we can shoot the bobos, talk jazz, crack jokes, make y'all laugh. You know what I'm saying? Interact, engage, drop some jewels. You know what I'm saying? And you never know what you're going to be able to carry to the next conversation. You got to find ways of creating that balance. You can't just work, because then you'll miss out on life and miss opportunities and you'll be stuck in whatever work you do. You can't just focus on your education, because education costs money, especially once you get out of school. And hell, even in school, it costs money now. You know what I'm saying? They say a free lunch. Yeah, ain't no such thing as a free lunch, because you still got to pay for the PE uniforms. You got to pay for the athletic department stuff they're going to need. You got to pay for school uniforms. You got to pay for book bags. This thing. Ain't no free rides. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find a way to balance everything. There has to be a way where you can go to school and go to work. You're a young man with no kids. You have all the energy in the world plus 2 dead dudes. There's no way you don't have the time or the energy to do that. I'm podcasting, working a 12-hour job, at least driving 2 hours a day, plus a family man, father of 5, husband. You know what I'm saying? Looking like I'm half dead now, still finding time to create. You know what I'm saying? That would be my recommendation. You got to find time to create the balance. You got to budget that time right. You know what I'm saying? If you could be taking online classes where you can really do your homework on your own schedule, you just got to be attentive at certain times for class and for group discussions. Do that. You can get off work, come home, set up whatever you need to set up, knock out your homework, and pass out and get ready for work again. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you look up and you're done with school, and now you're looking for a better job. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't found a way to move up at your job, or found a way to incorporate while you went to school with your job. Because if you can find a way to do that, your job probably going to reimburse you for the schooling. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. So, yeah, when it comes down to focus on work or focus on education, focus on them both. Find a way to budget that time right so you can get that balance you need. You know what I'm saying? And the last question, and if you got questions, drop them things in the comments. If I don't get to it today, I'll get to it on the next edition of Something Smooth Says. You know what I'm saying? Right here on the morning show. You know what I mean? But the final question is, how do you deal with unruly stepchildren? Now this one here. This question here. This one's a doozy because there's no straight way to answer this question. Because in order to answer the question, I have to ask more questions. You know what I'm saying? Like certain questions, like the what's with the double standard, I can answer that for the most part without needing to ask more questions. Do you focus on work or education? That's open-ended. Bang, bang, right there. You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with unruly stepchildren? There's variables to this, like the Pythagorean theorem. I would ask, how long have you been in the kid's life? That's the first question. That's the first thing you gotta ask. You gotta ask. Have you been around since they came out? Since they were in car seats? Since they were walking? Are they teens? Are you talking about, you know what I'm saying, preteens? Because you can't be talking about disciplining or how do you deal with unruly stepchildren that are adults. Look, by the time they become adults, if you fight with them like that, then you really need to question what's going on or where you want to be, as Donnell Jones would say. Because there's different answers for every level. You know what I'm saying? If you've been in the picture since before they could walk, my answer is gonna be the same. How old? My next question will be, how old are they now? Are you still there? How long have you been in the kids' lives? That's the question. Because you can't just think you're going to discipline somebody's kids you just met. And when I think of discipline, this put us back on the whoopings or putting them out the car for a minute, putting them in timeout on the curb. That's hilarious, by the way. Putting your kid in timeout on the curb and then you getting back in the car. I'm telling you, I know that you breaking some laws. I'm just trying to figure out, other than reckless endangerment, because if you don't pull off, then it's not child abandonment, even though you did leave them on the curb, and abandonment means you left the child. So I think that's, yeah. But if you've been in the picture since they were in diapers, and they 10, 12, something like that now, you should already have permission to discipline these kids. It's not even a question. But you only discipline them based on guidelines that are already set up, that they understand. You know what I'm saying? If these kids ain't never got a whooping, you can't show up, get permission, and then just start whooping kids left and right. It ain't gonna fly. You're gonna mess around and get into it with the one your significant other because you're doing something to the kids they don't even do. You know what I'm saying? Get an understanding on how the discipline is supposed to go in the house first. You know what I'm saying? Win the respect of the children. You know what I mean? You won't have to discipline kids like that they respect you as an authoritative figure. You know what I'm saying? You really just got to raise your voice, take something away. You know what I mean? But the way you deal with unruly stepchildren is the same way your significant other deals with their kids. You don't go above what they do. You can go below what they do, but then you're not going to be looked at to be the disciplinarian. You're not going to be looked at to discipline. You know what I'm saying? But get an understanding. And I would say you need to understand it before you even decide to get serious with somebody. Because if y'all come from two different backgrounds, then it's going to be nails on a chalkboard listening to something other than what you used to or what you believe should be done. You know what I'm saying? It's going to drive you up a wall, and it has the potential to drive a wedge between the two of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But man, that has been this episode of the morning show with Keep It Smooth. Smooth morning with Keep It Smooth. And before we get out of here, I got to shout out this episode sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Enriquez Custom Case. You know what I'm saying? Enriquez Custom Case makes from scratch genuine leather phone cases. You know what I'm saying? These things are hand stitched, hand put together. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. The quality is pristine. You know what I'm saying? And they only cost $45. You know what I'm saying? And I know you might be thinking $45, but I can go get me an outer box for this and a third. Yeah, the outer box ain't made by hand. You know what I'm saying? The outer box don't have that custom fit to it. You know what I'm saying? And customized designs will be available soon. You know what I'm saying? But for now, I'm gonna show y'all the one I just got mine today. You know what I'm saying? Check this thing out. Straps to go through the belt loop. You know what I mean? Nice, good Velcro. Smooth look. You know what I'm saying? Foam fit perfect in this thing. Foam fit flush. And when I first saw it, I was like, bro, I gotta. Oh man, I gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Real smooth vibe. Strong Velcro. You hear that? Strong Velcro. You know what I mean? Incredible look. Like I say, genuine leather, handmade phone case. You know what I'm saying? When you know something was made by hand, you know it was love put in it. And it's one of a kind. You know what I mean? It's one thing to get something manufactured. It's another to get somebody made by hand and put in your hand with you in mind. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Enriquez Custom Cases. You know what I'm saying? This week, this episode's sponsor. If you would like your custom, handmade, hand-stitched, genuine leather phone case, just hit me in the DMs, you know what I'm saying? We'll get the conversation going, and I'll get you in contact with the man himself, Enrique. You know what I mean? Man, this is good morning, broski. You know what I'm saying? Young DG, the motivational spotter. You see, I got my treadmill behind me, bro. Like I'm finna get this dad bod back in shape, big dog. Good to see you on the smooth, you know what I'm saying, rising this morning, big dog. Glad to see everybody is doing well and in good health, you know what I'm saying. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, for chiming in, for coming through and rocking out with your boy. You know what I'm saying? We done talked about a lot today. We done talked about Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, and it looked like it's about to be a lot of Packer fans converting, you know what I'm saying? Because once your team just can't perform like they used to, you're gonna have to come on home. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so sick and tired of people in this city that want to look me in my face and tell me they're Packer fans. I almost hit somebody's car because it was a white Corvette with a Packer G on the side of it. I was like, dude, Lord, the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, bro. Got to catch the recap, man. We done talked about a lot. We done talked about random disciplinary tactics. I'm trying to figure out if it's a cultural thing, if it's an environmental thing. You know what I'm saying? Because some folks thinks it's okay to take a kid, unruly. I'm not even gonna give you the satisfaction of putting that comment up on my screen. You know what I mean? I dealt with you and that crap last season. You know what I'm saying? And now you're gonna put, I put up all the comments that come up on the live, and you're gonna comment. I hope y'all have a good season, and I pray we get a chance to see y'all this season with the new slingers we got at the helm. Because it ain't going to play out like it did. I'm trying to tell you. I was in the middle of a statement. You threw my whole thing off with this doggone Gold Coast mess. Boy, I tell you, if you, man, bro, my brother. I know. I was messing with your forehead in your live, so I know you got to come in my live and mess with me. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Love. But, man, yeah, some folks think it's okay to just leave your kids in the be arguing with your kids in the car, and then you take them out the car and put them on the curb, and then you get back in the car, and then you wait for them to stop screaming. I had so many questions, like, bro, what happens if the kid? He was like, yeah, just leave him there for a minute. I said, you leave? What if somebody picks him up? He said, no, you don't like pull off. You just sit there and wait. I was like, But how does that look from people that's not involved? You just see somebody pull up, stop the car, get out, take the kid out the back seat, sit them on the sidewalk, and then you get back in the car. I had so many questions. I was like, bro. He's like, yeah, it happened to me. You know, I'm good. I said, you sure? you want to talk about it? Because nothing like that can play out and then have positive aftermath. Nah. No, there's some scars that came behind that. You might have got back in the car. You might have been quiet, but you was plotting on some stuff in the back seat. Like you was like, okay, Daddy, can you leave me on the side of the road, Daddy? Okay. You know what I'm saying? It is my homie's a good kid. My homie's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? But I found that hilarious, and I don't know nobody else that uses that tactic. We would have turned around, popped the kid, yelled at the kid, sped up to get home, or found somewhere to pull over and just took care of business. But I'm not finna take you out the car. Because if I take you out the car and you screaming, and I leave you on the sidewalk, if I come back to put you back in the car and you start screaming again, and somebody sees that, I could have the police called on me because then it looks like I'm doing something pedophilic. There's no way, there's nothing about this scenario that sounds like it's a good idea. But now I'm curious. I got to go to Texas and find out if people are doing this in Texas. Oh, man. But yeah, we talked about everything. Double standards. We talked about education and work, unruly stepkids, disciplinary tactics, and the unfortunate demise, the unfortunate parting of Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Man, it is almost a 110 marker. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I love y'all. I love this energy. You know what I'm saying? But your boy gotta go get some sleep because I gotta go to work again tonight and be ready to come back and kick it with y'all tomorrow and have some more stuff to talk about. So man, y'all be smooth. Hopefully y'all continue to have a smooth morning. You know what I'm saying? Oh snap, you want to talk trash, boy. How you like being in the outside dumpster where you belong? You want to talk trash, boy. How you like being in the outside dumpster where you belong? That's interesting. That's a good question, I guess. I'm confused, but that's not here nor there. This has been Smooth Mornings. We keep it smooth, you know what I'm saying? Hoping that you continue to have a smooth morning, you know what I'm saying? Because a smooth morning is just a morning without problem or difficulty. And the fact you woke up this morning means that you woke up without a problem or difficulty. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a reason to say thank you. You know what I mean? Let's keep that energy of no problems and no difficulties flowing through the day. Keep that smooth energy going. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for another smooth morning.